Brian Hodgson is regarded in Manitoba baseball circles as the best umpire this province has ever produced, and his record really verifies it. You've done your thing in major national and international events, Brian, with the pros in the Northern League and the American Association, and capping it off was your appointment to umpire in the 2008 Olympic Games. You must be a pretty good umpire.
Well, some people say I am. Some people say I'm not. I'm sure Sam Tascona would have something to say about that.
He would have, I'm sure.
Yes.
Anything from those years that really is a standout for you?
Well, yes, the pro baseball is what really turned the corner for me, Bob. I think that changed my whole outlook on umpiring, and I think I went from maybe a good umpire to maybe a very good umpire, at least in Manitoba circles anyway, and Canadian circles.
Because of your association with others, or?
Well, yes, just doing that better baseball. Just like anything else, if you're able to do something at a higher level, it's going to drag your game up a little bit with it.
We have to talk about the Olympics in China. Was that number one on your list of experience?
Just the fact that I got to go to China, never mind the Olympics. China was an experience itself. I'll never get to China again. But to umpire the Olympics in China, wow. There was Steven Strasburg was pitching. I saw him pitch.
Wow.
That's the type of caliber of baseball that I was seeing when I was over there.
What about the facilities, Brian? Pretty good?
Facilities were incredible. The Chinese government made sure that they were putting on a good show. It was sad to see it all end because they had two beautiful baseball facilities. Yeah. When the competition ended, the bulldozers were pulling up to knock it down.
Isn't that a shame?
Just a shame.
You've had some special honors too, like Manitoba's Umpire of the Year in 1993 and the Baseball Canada Umpire of the Year in 1999. Now, what does induction into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame mean to you?
I'm actually wearing it. I pulled out my Baseball Canada ring from 1999, so I found it. Well, this is the icing on the cake, I guess. I mean, for Manitoba products, this is as good as it gets. Mm-hmm. So I got to be very thrilled to enter the hall and seeing some of the names that are already there. Sam Tascona, as I mentioned, was the one that brought me into the umpire fraternity. So yes, it's very special.
That was one question I was going to ask you. How did you get interested in umpiring?
Well, I'm going to talk about that tonight, but I don't want to spill the beans a little bit, but I'll tell you. During the latter part of my career as a player, I was doing the catching one night, and Sam was umpiring. And he kind of whispered into my ear whether I'd be interested in umpiring, and never even thought of it. But during the course of the game, I guess he talked me into it. And the next night, I was doing a junior baseball game in Winnipeg. So,
there you go.
And that's how it all started.
Okay, let's backtrack a bit. Prior to your umpiring days, you had a fine playing career with the junior and senior Carmen Goldeyes. That covered 16 years? Wow.
Yes, yeah. From my youth, I grew up playing baseball with the Goldeyes, and I was lucky to enter into that program with a real good core of guys, all about my age, and we entered as a team some years back, and now we're seeing one by one that group of guys is getting in as individuals. So that's special.
I think so. Any winning ways during that time frame?
Yeah, we did our share of winning games and winning championships, but you know what? I don't even hardly remember the games. Mm-hmm. I remember the befores, the afters, betweens. I remember that more than the games themselves.
Lots of enjoyment.
Oh, absolutely. We grew up together.
Sure.
We met our wives together. Our kids grew up together. Everything.
I see a notation about 1979 when you hit .435 to win the Red Boyne Senior League batting title. That's one item, I'm sure, for your memory book, right?
Yes, it was. And what made that so much special, that was the first year of the Red Boyne Senior League. And that was about the time that our group really gelled, and we were beating the MSPL boys on a regular basis for the Sam Richardson Trophy.
Lots of a rivalry between you.
Yes.
Yeah. Any regrets, Brian? Anything in baseball that you'd like to do over?
I mean, I can't say that. I've achieved virtually everything that I can achieve in the umpire world. Yeah, I would have liked to have gone to a couple more Canadian championships as a player, but who wouldn't want to do that?
Exactly.
And then to win them as well. We were never able to win a Canadian championship. I guess that would have been nice.
Brian Hodgson, a baseball standout in more ways than one, and he's now a member of the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame.